You enjoy that Champions League match day? Probably not as much as Liverpool fans did. Well, unless of course you are a Liverpool fan. Poor Maribor, but we'll get to that later. I'm Adrian, this is Rabona TV, and this is our Champions League match day 3 recap. If you're just finding us for the first time, why don't you hit that subscribe button, because we have a great community in the comments section and we would love to have you join us. Now, let's start with a match that I think that a lot of neutrals on the day, myself included, were looking forward to the most in Manchester City versus Napoli. Two teams at the top of their respective leagues and two managers with similar philosophies and playing style. And they're both blue? Now, Man City came out flying in this one, and just like they did against Stoke, it looked as if they had an extra player on the field at times. Well, I guess when you have Kevin De Bruyne, it is like playing with an extra player at times. As another match and another sublime assist for the Chelsea reject. That's gotta hurt seeing him now, Chelsea fans. As he picked up his third assist in 3 matches, taking his goal involvement to 9 in his last 8 matches. The man he set up, Gabriel Jesus, can't stop scoring as his all-time record for City stands at 15 goals in 22 competitive matches. Oh, and another shout out to Sterling, who scored in his 5th consecutive home match. But they also excelled at the back, namely Mr. Ederson, who saved his 3rd Champions League penalty since the beginning of last season. That's the most that any goalkeeper has ever saved in the last 2 seasons. City fans, isn't it amazing what having a competent goalkeeper can do as opposed to having Mr. Dodgeball player himself, Claudio Bravo, in the goal? No hate on Bravo, he's actually an excellent penalty stopper. And he kills it whenever he plays for Chile. But when he puts on that blue kit in open play, he flails. So with that win and with Shakhtar grabbing an away win against poor Feyenoord, who, by the way, will be in the 0 points club with Benfica, but we'll talk about Benfica later. City remained at the top with Shakhtar behind them on 6 and Napoli in 3rd with 3. Now to another English team as Liverpool traveled to Slovenia to take on Maribor. By the way, spoiler alert for the rest of the video, but all of the English teams are undefeated so far in the Champions League. Hey. Well done, boys. Now I say that Liverpool went to take on Maribor, but Maribor didn't even show up to this match until 40 minutes into it. Well, actually the 39th minute technically, but anyways. By the 39th minute, they were already losing 4-0, and with their first 4 shots, Liverpool scored 3 goals, with the front 3 of Firmino, Coutinho, and Salah grabbing 1 each. Firmino and Salah grabbed a brace each, with the latter taking his tally for the season to 9 goals and 2 assists. Firmino is at 5 and 3. Oh, and the Ox finally broke his duck as he tucked away his first Liverpool goal. Also, this was the first time ever that Liverpool had scored 5 goals away from home in the Champions League, and it was the biggest win ever by an English side in the Champions League. But did they have to do it to Maribor? Leave them alone. Remember I said that Maribor could get 3rd? That was kind of a troll, but it's still possible if Spartak repeat their 3-1 win over Sevilla in the next match day, and Maribor can get a result against Liverpool, which isn't looking likely at this point. It's all about Hugo Lloris and Real Madrid, as he was a very busy man, stopping 7 shots on target, but he couldn't stop Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty. But there's no shame in that, as Cristiano Ronaldo's 13th goal in the Champions League from the penalty spot makes him the player to score the most goals from penalties in Champions League history. Penaldo confirmed. Also, strange stuff confirmed, as Borussia Dortmund's domestic and now European wheels seem to be coming off just a little bit, as they only managed a draw away to Apoel Nicosia. Mind you, it must be said that Kagawa and Aubameyang both hit the woodwork in the dying minutes of this match. But as it all stands, and I don't understand how this works, UEFA, this doesn't make sense. Borussia Dortmund bottom of the group with a superior goal difference to Apoel? Huh? Are we really deciding standings via the alphabet? Because that's what it looks like to me. And to my favorite group, Group G. Besiktas grabbed an important win away to Monaco. A struggling Monaco, it must be said, thanks to a Cenk Tosun brace. He's having an incredible season as he's scored 12 and assisted twice for both club and country so far. In the other match, RB Leipzig spun away from FC Porto to get their first ever Champions League win with a 3-2 scoreline, and Dios mío. Their attack of Forsberg, Bruma, Keita, and Campbell is just a thing of beauty. Liverpool fans, you can officially get hyped up for Naby Keita. I'm saying get real hype. Like Clegane Bowl hype. I'll tell you what though, almost no Benfica fans are getting hype right now, because in Group A, Benfica hosted Manchester United, and I gotta say, going into this match, going into the kickoff, I was a little bit nervous because today was the day that Rui Vitória decided to start the youngest ever goalkeeper in Champions League history. That's cool, but is this the match to do it? You know what? The kid did fine, except for, one massive mistake. Miles Villar broke Iker Casillas' record for being the youngest ever goalkeeper to start a match in the Champions League. Casillas was 18 years and 118 days, whilst Villar was 18 years and just 52 days. And like I said, he did pretty well. But his positioning on that Rashford free kick was just brutal. But besides that, I mean, he looked decent, but then again, every time there was a set piece, I felt pretty nervous. I think he's going to be fine because there's another goalkeeper by the name of David De Gea who also looked quite crap from set pieces and a little bit shaky at times when he first started over at Manchester United, and he was a little bit older at the time, I believe. It's too bad because I don't think that Benfica actually deserved to lose this match, as Manchester United didn't look dangerous at all, really. But then again, our quality in the final third was pretty crap. In the other match of the group, FC Basel looked good as they made another move, this time in Moscow, coming away with a 2-0 win. Cause what is dead may never die. And them boys look dead after match day 1. Unlike Benfica, who's just eternally dead, flatlining. So Basel moves into second behind United on 6 points, while Moscow has 3 and Benfica, 0. Kylian Mbappe stormed on as they smacked up Anderlecht this time, who, by the way, have 0 goals and 0 points, just like us. Misery loves company. Kylian Mbappe became the top scoring teenager of all time in the Champions League, with his 8th goal in the competition, while Cavani scored in his 7th consecutive UCL match. He's chasing Ruud van Nistelrooy's record of 9 matches in a row, and is just behind Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 8 in a row. By the way, the Parisians have a goal difference of plus 12, 0 goals conceded in their first 3 matches, while Bayern moved up into second after they got a 3-0 win over Celtic. Interestingly, every single one of Bayern Munich's matches has ended 3-0, 2 in their favor and 1 definitely not in their favor against PSG. But in this match, Thomas Müller scored his 40th Champions League goal, which is the most that any German has ever scored, while young Joshua Kimmich has been involved in 8 goals from 13 matches so far this season across all competitions. Bayern sit in second place with 6 points, 3 behind Paris and 3 ahead of Celtic. Well, like I said, poor Anderlecht is... Group C was pretty dope this weekend. First off, can I get a whale for Karabag as they secured the first point ever for an Azerbaijani club in the Champions League. And they did it at the expense of Atletico Madrid. So Atletico Madrid become the first team ever, this is a useless stat, to give up some points to an Azerbaijani side. I couldn't even get that stat out right, it was so bad. Maybe it's because I made it up on the fly. So that match, since it started before all the other ones, wasn't super exciting to watch, and I kind of regret doing so. But the other match in that group, Chelsea vs Roma! That was a great one, as Chelsea welcomed the Romans to their humble abode. And those Romans, they muddied up the carpet, let me tell you, boy. First off, Alexander Kolarov was lethal. He's looking good in a Roman kit, as he grabbed an assist and a goal for himself. While Chelsea got to sit in the Garden of Eden Dzeko, as he scored his first and second goals ever against Chelsea in what was his 10th try, because you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Chelsea was also living in the Garden of Eden Hazard as he grabbed a brace, which means that 15 of his last 19 goals have been at Stamford Bridge. So Chelsea sit atop the table with 7 points, Roma's just behind them with 5, Atletico with 2, and come on Karabag! With 1. And finally in Group D, we saw FC Barcelona's second highest goal scorer shine once again, as Mr. Own Goal took his tally to 5 on the season. And Messi, on the other hand, well, he marked the occasion the only way he knows how, with a goal. That takes his count up to 97 goals in the Champions League, with 3 coming in Super Cups. He also has scored 50 or more goals in the last 7 of 8 calendar years, taking only 51 matches to hit the mark in 2017. So yeah, Barcelona beat Olympiacos, of course, but in the other match in this group, we got a little something more. Sporting went away to the Allianz Stadium and almost came away with a point if it wasn't for that pesky Mario Mandzukic, who has scored a goal in each of his last 4 Champions League appearances. That goal ensured that Juventus got the 3 points and took them into second place with 6 points behind FC Barcelona, with Sporting not too far out of reach with 3 points, and Olympiacos bottom of the table with 0. welcome to the club, boys. And welcome to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the matches this week, and if you liked this video, why not drop a like for us? Appreciate you so much. Hope to see you around here again, and you take care of yourself, friend.